Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. It's your host Bilal, and today's video we're going to be talking about 7 different ways, 7 side hustles that you can do to get extra money. Hey keepers, so the first way to be able to get money from the side hustle is to sell door to door, right? So let me just start with this, right? So let me explain to you what I used to do. So what I used to do is I used to take fidget spinners and I used to go to door and I used to sell them, right? Obviously, when you're going to some houses, right, not everyone is like excited about fidget spinners. People that are right, they would buy it from you. So that's like one product. Another product you can do is like you can sell. So what I used to do is I used to wait for an event to happen, and I used to show up on people's doors and sell products based on that event. So let's say it's like a national holiday, right? Let's say it's Canada Day, and you go and you sell flags, right? People are going to be celebrating Canada in a day or two, right? So you show up and you sell flags. Let's say it's National Day for America, and you can show up to doors within your neighborhood, right? And you can start selling flags for American flags, right? People are going to be feel patriotic, and they're gonna love having flags, right? So you can go door to door and you can sell these products that are coming up, right? And every year, right, there's different events, right? There's stuff for Valentine's, there's stuff for Christmas, New Year's, there's Thanksgiving, there's Halloween. There's so many different events coming up every single year, right? And they're gonna come up every the next year, the next year, the next year. So you can find out products that people are actually buying, right? You can go into stores, you can see what products people place there and what products get taken away really quickly. You can take those same products, go to your neighbors and sell them out. So just be careful. In some neighborhoods you can't do that because they actually have a restriction, and you can get in trouble. So make sure before going door to door, find out exactly what are the rules in that area so that you don't get in trouble. And you sell stuff that's fun, and something that's not, sell stuff that people actually want, and that's going to be valuable to them, right? Don't try to sell products to people that they're going to not like you approaching them at the door, right? They might call security or the police. You don't want that, right? So you offer them product that that's really going to be beneficial to them, and that they're actually you need to think of products that provide them value in terms of like not for them not have to go to the store. You just give it to them in front of the door, so they're going to really appreciate that. So the second way is buying a season pass. Let's say you go and you go to roller coasters and you buy a season pass, right? Most of these events that you go to and you buy a season pass, they always give you like a free pass, and you can bring a guest for free. So you have these extra passes, right? So instead of actually like and like be careful with this, right? Because obviously you can get in trouble if you do it the wrong way. But if you have a pass, and instead of like giving it for free, right, you can charge someone, right? Maybe just a bit less, right? And So let's say a pass is like $20. You can offer the free one for $10, right? That way the person paying, right, also feels like it's a good value. Yeah, so just like I mentioned, be careful with this because there's a lot of people that are against this. They don't appreciate people selling out the free passes. So find out the rules before you do it, right? It's taking advantage of something that you already have, right? If you have like a season pass for maybe snowboarding, right, you can, and you get extra perks. You can sell off those perks, right? If you don't use the entire thing, all the advantages, sell off the stuff that you're not using. Let's say with the season pass you get like a free jug, right? So now you could get that jug, you can sell it off if you're not using it, right? So taking full advantage of the season passes that you have. There's a lot of points and gifts that you can get with them. If you're not really using all the gifts, right, you can get them and then you can sell those off as well to make extra money. Okay, so the third one, this is the way to make money. Before I tell you what it is, just guys, be careful with this one. So it's by going to events and purchasing tickets from people who are leaving and then selling them to people who actually want to go to the event at a higher price. So the reason I say be careful is because a lot of events, people actually have signs saying do not do this. So if there is a sign asking you not to do it, please don't do it. Obviously, if there's security guards who are telling you not to do it, obviously you're not supposed to be doing it. But I've been to events where I actually see a group of people, right, who do this as a job, right? I believe they're called scalpers, or I forget their names, but they do this as a job. They buy tickets and then they sell them, right? You can do the same thing, right? And you're just one person. They're like a group of people. They're like 10, 20 people doing this, right? Events with like have like 25,000 people that leave, right? They're gonna be maybe a few hundred or have to leave for emergencies, right? They maybe something happened that now they can't stay at the event, so they need to give the ticket away, right? So if you're there, you're able to help them save money, right? Because they're not going to get the full refund, right? Because they've already used up, a portion of the ticket, right? If you're there, you're able to provide them with the value. At least they're able to save some money, right? So that's why they're going to be motivated to sell off their ticket. And some people like to keep the ticket because it's valuable, right? Like if it's like a wrist ticket, like if the ticket goes on, if it's a bracelet and it goes on your wrist, some people like to keep it. Some people, they don't really care about the memory, they just want the money. And if they can get a sell it off and get some of their money back, it's worth it to them. So this is a bit hard, it's not easy, right? Because starting that conversation and having people look at you, it might be a bit hard. But look, when you do it once, twice, 3 times, and you do it 10 times, then it becomes super easy. So what you do is, you grab the ticket and then you sell it off to people who are actually looking to get a ticket. So there's different ways of how you can get creative, but make sure that you are friendly, you're polite, you're respectful, and throughout this entire process, you don't want to do something that offends anyone. You want to be very respectful. You also you might want to have also some cash with you. That way, if someone offers you if someone offers you like someone says 25 and you have only a $50 bill, it's going to be hard to get that sold. So make sure you have smaller bills so that you can easily negotiate the price. The fourth way to make money is by offering a room that you have in your house, in your apartment, up for rent, right? And I know this sounds very simple, and it is, right? And look, if you have a room that's completely empty that you're not fully using, right? People have this all the time. People have like maybe a couple of things in their room and just completely empty, right? Imagine getting an extra $500 every single month by just giving that one room up, and you can, if you're just comfortable only providing the room, you can list it up on Airbnb, you can list it up on Craigslist, you can list it on Kijiji. There's so many different options where you can rent that room out. It's $500 that you're getting every single month. You're not even having to do anything, right? And if they want to use more of the things that you have in your house, right? Like for example, they want to use the washroom, the kitchen, the living room, you can increase the price. Instead of 500, you can offer, you can charge them $700 a month, right? So it's very easy to do, right? You're going to get used to living with someone, right? It's like having a roommate, right? If you've bought a place that can accommodate more than one person, then do it. It's extra income for you. You don't even have to get another job. It's just a lot easier. Imagine getting an extra $500, right? Like you can do so many things with it, right? You can pay for groceries, you can pay more electronics, you can buy more furniture, and it's just extra money that you can use. It's just it's there, it's easy, it's there, you can access it. Take advantage of this. So if you have an apartment, you have an empty room, if you have a house, maybe your garage, you're not fully using it, you have just a couple of things in there, hey, rent it out. Let's say you get $1,000 every single month, right? It's in your garage, right? And you can now take advantage and get this extra income. You don't even have to work for it, right? You have someone who's helping you pay off your house, paying off your payments, and you not even having to work anything extra. So if you have this extra room, all right, if it's empty, if it's not being fully utilized, use it please, so that you can get extra income. It's going to be really beneficial to you. The fifth way to make extra side money is by using a skill that you already have, right? And it's like, for example, doing tiles for bathrooms, right? You can learn how to do this on YouTube. It's very easy, very simple, right? I have a friend who does this. He has a job that he works from Monday to Friday, and on the weekends he does tiling, right, for bathrooms. And he charges clients about $2,000 every time for one job, right? And if he's able to do that on a weekend, right, that's $2,000 every single weekend. Plus, you're getting also money from your job as well, right? So it's not a lot of work. I mean, like it is a lot of work, but just imagine, right? You're getting a full month of salary, right, within just a day or two, right? So it's a huge benefit, right? If you guys are really quickly looking to, make money, learn how to do these, very easy and simple home renovations like bathroom tiles. It's really going to help you make money. The sixth way to make money is by creating graphics for people that have events coming up. So let's say someone has a birthday that's coming up, right? And they want to invite all their friends, but they don't want to just make it into a text. They want a poster, right? So you can create that graphic. You can put in the name of the person whose birthday it is. You can put their age. You can put the address. You can put in the timing. You can put in what is maybe the type of clothing you need to wear to that event for that birthday party, right? Like maybe if it's a you wear like this color on that birthday, you can really make that all those details in a poster, so that way and make it easier for the person to be able to share that with their friends. And so that's one way how you can create side income, by creating these graphics for people that have events coming up, right? Maybe they have someone has a marriage coming up, they need a graphic that's created, that way they can inform their guests where the marriage is taking place, and what time to be there, what time the food is coming. That's super important, right? Everyone shows up for the time for the food, right? So you're going to be providing a lot of value to these people, right? And you can sell this poster, for $5, for $10, so that they can share with their family, their friends, so that everyone really has a good experience and everyone can show up on time, make sure that the event is done properly. So if you're able to provide this value, a lot of people would, benefit and, provide you money for it. So the more value that you can provide, the more money that you will get. So this is a really cool way. If you're really good with graphics, you can use online softwares, which are free. You don't even have to pay for this, right? The only thing this will take will be time. So if you're providing if you have the skills, patience, and if you're creative, you can really take advantage of those skills and get paid for it. The last way how to earn money is by the skills that you have. Let's say you're really good with working out, and you weighed a lot and you lost it, right? Other people are also on the same journey. They want the same results, so you can teach them how you did it, right? You can teach people how to lose weight properly, right? The exercise, the nutrition they need to follow, the schedule they need to follow, and what they need to do, within that time period, maybe 4 months, 6 months, and you'll be able to coach them, that to throughout that time period, to be able to get them, for their weight goal. Right? Maybe you're good with snowboarding. You can teach people how to snowboard. There's a lot of people who are also, learning. There are many people who are trying to always learn new skills, right? Things that they find really fun to do. And so, if you have the skill already, offer it to people, right? You are going to be able to teach people, and it's going to be a lot of fun, right? Maybe you're good with, school, right? If you're good with math, science, you can teach those people. If you're good with math, science, physics, right, you can teach people that are having a hard time, right? Just imagine, how much, how good students will feel when they can show their parents that they're doing really well in school, right? So if you're able to do that, people are going to pay you for it, and you don't need to be an expert, right? Like, for example, you don't need to have like a university degree or a college degree or even finished your high school to do this. If you're already within high school, you can take advantage. If you're already in college, right, you have people who are there already. They're looking to get this help, right? So while you're in university, while you're in college, you can help people who are actually in need of the service. So you don't have to be an expert to be able to teach. Like, let's say you're in university, right, and you haven't finished your university. That's okay. There are still people within university who are going to need your help, and if you can offer them by being a student, and you can offer to them, they're going to be able to connect with you a lot simply. They're going to be able to connect with you, right? So that's easy. They're not learning from a professor, they're learning from a student, right, who's already done it and who can help them. You have the similar lifestyle to them, right? You're a student, so they can understand and relate to you. So that's your advantage. Snowboarding, right? They don't have to pay someone, who's an Olympian, right? Who's won like all these gold medals. You know how to snowboard, very basically, right? And people learn those basic skills. So that's what you sell. You sell what you have already. You teach them how to, put your foot on the board, how to tie your bindings, how to stand up, how to stop, how to, make sure that when you fall, you don't fall down in a way that you really get injured. So that way, that's providing a lot of value for people who are just learning, the first few steps. It's probably the most difficult time for them. So if you can simplify it for them, and you don't need to be an expert, but if you can simplify it for them, they're going to pay you for it. All right, guys, so that was the 7 ways how you can get income from side hustles, and I hope you really enjoyed that. I hope you can give me a like if you liked any of these things that I mentioned, and if you're going to try them out, please let me in the comments below which one are you trying out. And if you do try it out, let me know how much money you made. I would love to get your feedback in the comments below. Also, if you want to help other people who are looking to make money and you want to give them some creative ideas, and if this message resonated with you and you think it will be beneficial to them, please share this video with them so that they can also improve their life, get income, and just have a better living. So that's it for me, guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Oh, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel so that every week that I keep coming up with new videos, you'll be notified, and you'll be able to get more of these tips so that you can use them, get more money, and improve your life. So make sure to subscribe, guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.